Greetings and salutations, my artsy friends. Good morning, good morning. How is everyone today? So good. I hope. I am. Hey, Joni. Everybody send good wishes to my pal Joni. She is recovering from a little procedure, and so we all want her to have a speedy recovery. I am taking her some lunch today. She requested a salad, so I'm thinking cafe zuppa. What do you think, Joni? That nutty, mango-y, berry, I don't remember. But anyway, one of those lunches and one of those salads. And because cafe zuppa, you get a chocolate-covered strawberry with your lunch. Stop it. Okay, so let's talk about all the things that are happening this week. So tonight I will have the Thanksgiving interactive printout, the art printable, available on my website. It is free, but you need to get it from my website. So I will probably send out an email reiterating everything that I'm going to tell you now. So that will be for Thanksgiving Day. Black Friday, there are 5 bundles that will go live early in the morning on Friday morning, and then they will expire at midnight that night. And so and I'll put all of this in the email. I will have, so there will be 5 bundles, and each of those bundles has its own promo code, and you can purchase all of the things in that bundle with that promo code. So I hope that makes sense. And then Saturday is Small Business Saturday, and so I have something that I'm working on, a brand new product on my website for Small Business Saturday. And Saturday is also the first in-person class that I'll be teaching since March of 2020, when the world went kaplooey. And then Sunday we are going to have our artist study series, and we are going to be studying Matisse. So get your collage papers ready and a sharp pair of scissors. And then Monday is Cyber Monday, and so I'll have something for you also on Cyber Monday. So today, I've been super busy, and so I didn't have a lot of time for painting after Monday's class. And so I am going to work on my Christmas Fodder art printable again. And then I have a few pieces from my Card Candy 1 and Michelle and my Mix and Mingle. I have all these bits and pieces that I just need to paint. And you know, there's nothing more relaxing than just painting, is there? For me, I just, not much makes me as happy. But I feel like I'm ready to start cutting these apart and painting, like concentrating on them as individual works of art. So there's 3 trees and 3 ornaments and 3 sentiments. Can I tell you, I love these old school label maker sentiments. They make me so happy. So let's see, just chop off the biggest pieces. off those. And remember I said that I really wanted to start to kind of enhance these pieces after we got our base color on. And so I've already primed my palette, so it's all wet. And I think I'm going to take my number 4, work with my pink again. I have added more things to my Anne's Artsy Arsenal on my website. Some more products that I love, and if you want to give them a try, I would greatly appreciate it if you purchased through my Amazon affiliate. I do make a little bit of money. I need to make sure I disclose that each time you purchase, but I'm just going to say it's not, you don't have to worry about me running off to the Caribbean or something. I think the last bit of money that I earned was 83 cents. So it's not much, but it's fun to have you playing with the same artsy materials that I am and giving them a try. And just that, all of that experimentation, you know. So I'm kind of working on enhancing the saturated color. I feel like I want to just deepen everything just a little bit. And I'm ever so slightly starting to soften the edges. But you see, I'm just following that same, following the curve of this ornament. I really I want that to be prominent, you know? So I softened that one. I want to soften this side, but I still want it to be, I still want it to have a little bit of an edge. And right here, this is kind of rough, but I kind of dig it that way. And so you can come in with that jiggy jaggy blend. There we go. So I'm going to kind of extend this light area. Because you know, when an ornament is on the tree, there's so many, light is hitting it in like so many places. So we want to really kind of play that up. The green, I feel like it's pretty great the way it is. The goldenrod, I'm feeling like I want to intensify the darks ever so slightly. Good morning, Vicky. Good morning, Renee. Look at that. I looked down for a minute and a bunch of you appeared. Good morning, Linda. Happy Thanksgiving to everyone. Okay, just keep working on this. Creating a little bit more pigmented. There we go. Oh, I added just a little titch of orange. There we go. Okay, I think I'm gonna do the same thing up here. Just get a little bit more depth. I want some nice, deep, saturated color. And then I want to be able to come in and then do some nice highlights too, to really give it lots of good form and dimension. I love these, you know, these glass ornaments that have these kind of dealios here, and then it's kind of recessed. So I'm gonna fiddle around with ways to kind of emulate that. So I'm gonna set this one aside to dry while I work on this. Oh, you know what? Let's work on this one. I wanna do that roll behind. See, I'm just rolling with my finger behind to just break those fibers and give me a nice it's a little more pliable, a little more flexible. So let's see what we got going on here. So I'm gonna come in with my biggie. I think this is my number 6 brush. And I just really wanna smooth this out. And you know, this is like my 3rd coat of paint on this piece. And I'm getting really, by the time you get to that 3rd coat, you get a really nice even tone if you've taken your time and built those layers. Ta-da! Okay. Oh, it's really coming out nicely. Now do this side. And I'm really feeling like I would like to do the centers of these, well, do these circles. I'm really kind of feeling hot pink. But you know, if somebody has a better suggestion, just let me know. Maybe hot pink and kind of a lime green. That might be pretty. Turn, turn, turn. There we go. Need to be so careful around all these little bits. I could get a smaller brush. There's an idea. I'm kind of already committed. But I do think I'll get a smaller brush for all of the, like, the in-betweens. Although, I will say, this is, quite peaceful to just fill in like that. Okay, so now let's set this one aside. Okay, so now we have this one. So after I started, I've been kind of thinking about this one. Ooh, you know what? We need to break the fibers of this one too. So I'm doing, you know, just like ribbon curls with scissors, I'm doing the same with the back of with my finger along the back side, and then let's do it along the front side. Same thing. All of that, we'll just keep breaking up those fibers. Roll it, roll it. Okay, a couple of things. Number one, I feel like I need to do some more, another coat of the green. And then I feel like, because this is bright and these are bright, I need to brighten up these doodads. And remember, I want this to be silverish. And so I am going to give my pom-poms another coat. And while I do that, I'm going to be pondering what color I want to do the little berries. I'm feeling like kind of a mustard yellow, so I need to brighten what I've got there. I'll wipe that off, clean that brush. Okay, so I have I think I'm just gonna see what I have in my watercolor pencils. My ink tints, I have this brighter yellow. Let's see if I put some of that down and tap off. See if that brightens things. Here. Color on that. That's kind of going in the direction I want to go. But here's my dilemma. My dilemma is I have this this bit here that's quite dark, and so I'm going to put a little bit of water on there, kind of start activating that, just moving it around. And then I want to take my paper towel and tap it off, see if I can pull up some of that color. I absolutely did. Yay! Don't you love when things work out? Some color on there with that yellow. Tap, tap, tap. Get a nice, okay, let's wet our pencil. See if that makes a difference. Yep. Let's do the same here. And the same here. Yep, yep, yep. That is looking so good. Okay, let's paint the green while I ponder where I'm gonna go with everything else. Okay, I've got this green here. I'm gonna pull some more onto the palette. Give a little water. Then I'm just gonna do a nice third coat of this paint too. I think that'll be nice. There we go. Loving that. I am so excited that I have so many Christmas cards in the works. I do have, oh, I never did this stripe. Wonder what I should do there. I don't know. Still kind of pondering. Maybe, maybe something to tie in, you know, something up here. So maybe the pink, maybe like one more layer of that pink, because I'm feeling like that is, because it's so bright, I feel like I need to work with that in other areas, you know? Not sure where I want to go with that. Deepen down here. I think because this is so dark, or at least it's feeling dark right now, I'm going to need to do some pen work with white, or it's going to need some white splatter so it looks like snow. I saw something just recently about when you're adding snow, whether with pen work or splatter or whatever, to not cover up the other art, you know, all of the artwork, because you want it to look like it's really snowing. So we want snow in front of everything. I thought that was an interesting take on the whole adding snow to wintry, Christmassy, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, whatever, all of those holidays fall in during the winter, and adding snow. I thought, oh, that's kind of a cool thing to think about, you know? Okay. Got this little tiny bit. I'm working on. There we go. Okay, so pretty. Anyway, I know I need to work on the pink flower. I'm feeling like maybe if I add a pink, this line down here is something pink. I feel like that will help that hot pink kind of work with everything else. So that's going to get set aside. Now let's fiddle around with this one. I kind of had these ideas of, I want to deepen all of the colors, and then I'm feeling like some stencil work or something mixed media. Everybody take a drink. Let's see. So let's get some green going here. Start to deepen this, because you know, if I want to do some stencil work on top of here, it's gonna appear so much more prominently if I if my color is more saturated. You're going to really be able to see my stencil work. And I kind of have an idea, percolating in my noggin, where I want to go with that. I'm thinking, I don't know, look, maybe I want to do something just on the tree part, not on the heart part. So it could be, I don't know, and then I don't know what I want to do with the heart, you know? Haven't figured that part out just yet either. So let's rinse a brush, then get some of that hot pink going. Then I want to really intensify the color. Oh, look what I just did. I knew that was going to happen. Let's get our paper towel in there. See if we can soak that up. I shouldn't have rushed it. I shouldn't have rushed it. Okay. There we go. Fill this in. So I kind of have to finish what I started. But I'm going to take my little brush and pull some of that out a little bit more. Yeah. Let's do, I see a little tiny bit creeping in right there. Let's see if I can get that in there. Okay, I need to let that dry because I just keep fiddling around with it. Okay, let's see how we're doing here. So, I think I want to do some enhancement with more watercolor pencils. Okay, I have these Faber Castells, the aquarelles. I just have a way bigger selection of these, and so I want to remember we talked about that the center is going to be darker because it's recessed. So I really want to fiddle with that a little bit right there. Maybe it needs to be just a little bit darker than that. So I'm going to color this here. And then let's see. What this looks like next to it. I think that looks kind of good. So I'm going to wet the tip. And then get a little bit of that going there. I just really want that to be intensified. Yep. Then I'm going to do a little bit more of that here too. Don't you love when that you get to play with all of your art supplies whenever you want because you're a grown-up, right? We can do whatever we want. Okay, so let's let that sit. Now I'm feeling like what if we did a little bit of that, just a little bit of that on our ornament. And we're going to do a little bit in between each one of these little, I don't know what, like scallopy pieces. Just enhance that just ever so slightly. There we go. That's really coming together, isn't it? Kind of digging that. Okay, let's see. Let's do the darkest green. I think that. Let's see. If we do a little bit of that green at the base. Right there. Perfect. I feel like that's I really want to play up that recessed bit. So I'm just gonna let that pigment sit there for a bit and then I'll fiddle with it a little bit more. So now let's do there. Hi, Monica Martin. How are you? Oh, I would love to see them. I would love to see those tags. Hey, can you check in your stash and see if you have the collage lifeguard tower? If you have one that says Oceanside, and I don't care if it's a print or a card or whatever, I just need one that says Oceanside. Will you see if you have that? Thank you. Oh, sorry, Carm. Okay, move my paper up. Good thing you're there. What would I do if you weren't? Okay, I'm gonna do a little bit more. Here. Just enhance those lights and darks. Mon, I still want to have that, you know, a painty day with you. We'll have to make that happen in the new year. There we go, so pretty. Okay, hot pink. Okay, I have a fuchsia that I've just been kind of dying to use. So I think. Let's wet that. Let's see what we can do with that. Shut up! Look at that perfect line. Oh my gosh, I'm loving that. And then let's deepen in here. You do have your eyes on me. Keep me on my toes. Okay. Oh, I have a little bit in here. It's looking a little bit too. There we go. Okay, set that one back aside. All right. Do I have anything? I do have silver in here. Okay, you guys. Now I'm feeling like I'm gonna take this silver watercolor pen. I just dropped a big blob of water on there. I'm gonna come in and maybe I need to tap that off. Kind of get that activated. There we go. I love that moment when you just feel it kind of break. You know what I mean? It kind of melts. I'm just going to start to slowly build this silver. One layer, and I'll set it aside, and then I'll build another layer, etc., etc. Okay, let's see. What else do we have? So we have this blue, and we need to make sure it's all the way dry. I know, I miss those artsy days. I do, I do. It's all for my mother-in-law, Monica, who is, you know, very proud of her Oceanside. Let's see. I have one little wet spot down here in the corner. Almost dry, almost dry. Okay. So I'm feeling like, ooh, while this is still warm, it's so much more pliable. Okay, so we said lime green and hot pink, and so I'm feeling like maybe we should do some colored pencils. Because these are so small. We could color them and then if I'm, you know, because remember we talked about covering them with a dimensional glaze. So I'm going to use this Journey glaze because I still have this giant bottle of it, because you know you don't use much of it, but use whatever you've got, glossy accents or diamond glaze, or what's the one from Nouveau? Crystal something. Crystal, I don't know. Crystal, is it crystal lacquer? Or am I just making that up? Okay, so now I'm wetting my brush, excuse me, my pencil, tapping off the excess and then seeing what happens. Shut up, look how pretty that is. And I feel like I want to do, get some color on here, but then I really want to do a little bit of highlight with maybe the end of my brush and some Dr. P.H. Martin's, some white. Do you know what I mean? I feel like that will really give me some really nice dimension. There we go. Do I need more pink? Well, let's start with our green and see where we go. I'm telling you, Tam, that white is so amazing. And as you use it, it will start to get a little bit thick. Do you see how mine is super thick? But I promise it's still just as good. So do not throw it away. Don't think that it's gone bad. You're just going to need to work more water in there when you pull it out. So you're just going to pull out a chunk of it onto your palette or your craft mat or whatever, and then work that into with some water. Work some water into it on your craft mat, and then you're good to go. I love it because it lives up to its name. The color underneath does not bleed through the white. It will stay nice and white. I do, and you know what? I have that. I have Dr. P.H. Martin's on my Amazon affiliate link too. All of my favorite things, that's what I'm building. Little by little by little, I'm trying really hard to just, I'm not going to recommend something to you that I don't use and love. And so little by little, well, it took me, it took me forever and a day to figure out how to just list things on there. But now I am that green seems a little dark. So I'm going to try and tap that off. Let's see. This kind of yellowy green. Let's see what that gives us. That's way too yellow. Okay, let's try this one. That's kind of way more where I was going. Right? So I want something nice and bright. So pretty. I swear, isn't that the truth, Keely? Although every now and again, it's the number that like all of our doctors' offices have. I mean, they have our cell numbers too, but we do get reminders for our doctor's appointments. And kid reminders, I told you it's the same number we've had for 16 years, so every kid has it memorized. There we go. I'm kind of digging that. Ooh, that's a big drop of water. Glad I didn't get that on there. Now I'm feeling like maybe this should be brighter down here. So what if we come in with a wet pencil and just get a little bit of that on there. Kind of liking that better. Do you know what I mean? Just a little bit brighter. Okay, what do we have next? Okay. All right, so now let's come in. Do a little bit of dimension. With this colored pencil. Just little by little, build up some dimension. Okay, and now I think I want to take my skinny brush and do my stripe. So I feel like that's going to really kind of pull it all together. Okay. Tap, tap, tap. You can do that jiggy jaggy blend. Pull that pink out. I just love when it just kind of goes from one value of color to the next. Do you know what I mean? When it's just a nice smooth transition like that. That is making me so happy. Look at that. So pretty. Okay, set aside. Okay, now let's take okay, I have this version of this stencil. I have the big one because I feel like that might be pretty. So I'm going to take some of my Dr. P.H. Martins. I'm going to pull some of that out. See how it's just it's thick, but it's, promise, works the same. Roll it off. Okay. And I'm going to just add some water to that. And then let's mix it up. And then I'm going to adhere it with a makeup sponge through my stencil. You know I like to do that. Joni and I invented this hazy stenciling, and we use it all the time now. Okay, so there you see, Tam. So you could use this for splatter, you could use this for painting, you could, whatever you want. Right? Okay. So let's find a makeup sponge, which I have many. Okay, here we go. So I'm going to take I really want a lot of the little circles to really pop on here. So I'm going to dip my makeup sponge and then tap it off. So I really don't have much of that color on there. And I'm going to just kind of randomly, so let's lift that, see how that's looking. Stop, so pretty. Okay, I just want to randomly do some stenciling. Do you know what I mean? I don't want to do it all, connected or solid. I want it to just be random. Okay, I'm going to lift again. Stop. Look how pretty that is. Okay. I think I want to dry that for a second. And then I feel like I really want to come back and do a little bit more down here. So pretty. Don't you love when you dream something up in your noggin and it actually happens that way? It's the greatest. Okay, tiny bit. Tap it off. Right? Good, 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 good. And I want a big area down here. Tap, tap, tap. Okay. Now I'm feeling like there needs some too, don't you? Well, down here is really quite subtle, but I'm kind of digging it. But right here, I'm feeling like I need something. Because it just looks too, if I would have, well, I know what I did wrong. Okay, I'm going to tap, tap, tap. Tap, tap, tap. Better. Okay, let's see what happens if I do this. Tap, tap, tap. Better. Kind of digging that. But what are we going to do about this little bit of white that got in our heart? See if we can just do that jiggy jiggy blend. Joanne, how are you? Oh my gosh. How are you, my love? Oh my gosh. So let me tell you about my friend Joanne. Let me tell you why she is so special to me. When I taught at Susan's store in Oklahoma, in Oklahoma City, Joanne drove all the way up from Dallas to take all 3 classes from me. Twice. She did it twice. Seriously, I'm so grateful. And she's just always held such a special place in my heart. And she brought me presents from her mission trip. She's amazing. Okay, everybody take a drink. I just really like taking things to the next level. Do you know what I mean? Like adding some stencil work here, painting these, and then once this is dry, I'm going to add some journey glaze, some dimensional glaze, I should say, to pop all of these things. To really do some dimensional work on here. Like maybe we need to do the center of this with some dimensional glaze. Maybe this whole thing needs to be dimensional glaze. I don't know. Mixing mediums, mixing watercolors and watercolor pencils. Maybe I'll come back in with some regular colored pencils. And this guy, I just feel like I have all kinds of ideas for this. So many ideas. So I hope that everybody is inspired and is painting away with your Christmas Fodder art printable, because I can't wait to see what everybody else makes. You know what I mean? Like, that is genius breeds genius, right? The more we share what we've done, the more each other is inspired to go, oh, I'm going to dig out my stencils, or I'm going to dig out my colored pencils and do them on top of watercolor. All of that is mixed media. So just think about that. Like, all of that is mixed media, right? We can do so many. You have all those artsy supplies, right? You have all those artsy supplies. Pull them out and use them. This one's still a little bit wet. And this one, like, once I do that dimensional glaze, it needs to go in a place where I will not touch it, because, you know, I know myself. But like I said, I really want to add a little bit of white to each of these little baubles coming down this tree to really make them pop before I ever put any dimensional glaze on them. I have some big blobs of water that we need to dry all the way. That seems like it might take forever and a day. Oh, I've almost put my brush in all kinds of things, Tam. That's why I try to have bottles of water up here or a cup with a lid, because I've done it to myself 100 times. So pretty. I love it too, but I have a few more Christmassy ideas inside of me. So don't be surprised if we have one more Christmassy thing coming out. Almost there, almost there. So like I said, there are lots of things, lots of new work went into my website yesterday and the day before. So there are some new samples up. There are new things listed on my Amazon affiliate, Arts Anne's Artsy Arsenal list. There are the bundles, but like I said, don't purchase those bundles until Friday when you can use the promo code. Let's see. Oh, there's something new and exciting happening on Saturday for Small Business Saturday. A brand new product is coming on. Okay, let's see what happens. I'm so afraid it'll be too big. Thanks. These are Northern Michigan nails. Not Northern Michigan. I will post a link. I just love that color. It's so pretty, isn't it? It looks so wintry. And Sault Ste. Marie has been hit with lots of snow. So maybe it's a little homage to my parents. Who my mom texted me the other day and said, we just had our driveway plowed for the first time this year. Sorry, Mom. That kind of stinks. This white is helping so much, don't you think? I feel like it's really making all the ornaments pop. I know, I think the white is helping a lot too, Carm. It's brightening everything up. A few more. That has helped so tremendously. So tremendously. And just know, Tam, that if you do this in a palette like this and you don't use it all, it'll dry up and it'll look like cracked terribleness. But again, you can activate it again with some water. Take it from your friend who doesn't like to waste a thing. I know. I miss my mom and Aunt Mara and my pop-in paint parties too. But they'll be back. They'll be back. They do kind of look like tiny... Oh, look at this one blobbed together. Should I try and fix it? Should I have just left well enough alone? Well, you know I can't do that. Anywho. How am I doing on time? Oh, I'm over by 1 minute. Not too bad. Not too shabby. Okay, Miss Joni, I will be over about noon, if that works out okay with you. And everybody else, go make something cute for Christmas this week. If you celebrate Christmas, make something cute for Hanukkah. If you celebrate Hanukkah, make something cute for Kwanzaa. If you celebrate Kwanzaa, make a birthday card. Everybody has a birthday. Go do something fun and artsy for yourself. The process is just as satisfying as the giving away of the card, I think. Sometimes a little bit more. Because I can just kind of lose myself in the process. I love that. I adore you all. I am so grateful that you take time out of your day to just come and hang and make something artsy with me. Cafe Zupa is the best. I adore you all. Thank you so much. And remember to look tonight for the Thanksgiving play-along printable. We'll have ourselves a time tomorrow. It'll be like we're all spending Thanksgiving together. But not really. But we kind of are. And you just never know. I could pop in every now and again. I'll let you know if I do. Thank you all so very much. I adore you all. Talk to you soon. Bye.